Hey, what up YouTube? It's WizCaster77 bringing you his first Sage Advice video. I got home to see that I had this card in the mail here. Tech Genius Hyper Librarian. TG Hyper Librarian. This broke booty piece of card right here. So simple to text. Maybe you can't see that. It says, while this card is on the field, each time a synchro monster or monsters is synchro summoned, draw one card for each. Now, very simple text, but as we all know, in this game, the cards with the simplest text tend to be the most broken. Now, this deck, or this card, rather, is going in my synchro deck, and I just want to give you a little sage advice on what to do if you see this card come across the table if you're playing in the regionals or locals or nationals or whatever you're going to play in. Now, not everybody can play these tech choices in their side deck or their main deck, but I just want to give you a few ideas. So let's get started. The first one is Effect Failure. I main deck this card, two of. A lot of people side deck two of this card, but if you see Tech Genius Hyper Librarian across the table, you know it's about to be a drawing frenzy. So you might want to stop there early, get rid of the Tech Genius Hyper Librarian. Now, this might not be the most optimal choice, because they're probably just going to synchro summon another one if they were able to get this first one out. But you never know. I mean, if they have very limited choices that they top decked into that junk synchron, just either Effect Failure or junk synchron, or you can, if you can afford to, wait till they get the Hyper Librarian out there, you know, negate the Hyper Librarian and remove it from the game or whatever you're going to do to it to get it out the way, get it out the extra deck, out the graveyard. Next choice is Book of Moon. This guy comes across the table. You see they're about to start synchron again. Book of Moon, this guy, Book of Moon, their tuner, stop him from coming out. If you decide to wait till he came out, Book of Moon him, wait till they wasted a couple resources. Get him face down, get his effect offline. That's a pretty good idea to me. Royal Oppression. Now, this won't only stop him, but it'll stop just about everything else they're planning on doing the rest of that turn if they can't get rid of it. They don't have that mystical space or that dust tornado, you know, whoever decides to side that in their side deck, then you can pretty much shut down all the other options as well that turn. Next card choice is something that's been gaining a little steam, especially in my locals in my area, is Compulsory Evacuation Device. You see this guy come across the table. He's out there and they're about to go into their synchro and frenzy. Compulse him. Get him off the table. Get him off the table. Make sure he or your opponent does not draw that extra card on you or those extra cards, because their hand is going to be pretty large. And a final tech choice that I'm going to say is Puppet Plant. Most of you are going to have this in your side deck anyway for 6 SAMs, and guess what? It works on spellcasters. I know it's not really the best choice ever, because you have to wait till your turn to do it, but you know, I mean, you can still take that Hyper Librarian and start your own synchro and frenzy. If you have that giant tornado or whatnot, draw you cards, even out the game a little bit, because you're going to need it. Their hand advantage is going to be ridiculous just because of this guy. He really is going to change the game. Very simple text, but very powerful effect. So just a few cards. I'm sure there is dozens of cards that I did not think of, did not, you know, forgot to put in the video. But rate, comment, subscribe, make your own suggestions. And peace, YouTube. I'm out.